NBA Live 25, the future of NBA Live, revisiting NBA Live 2003, and the continued issues with modern basketball games and in the NBA. Let's talk about all of this, man. If you're new to the channel, smash that subscribe button, man. We're back talking once again. Know it's been a while since I've actually made a video, and I'm gonna get down to that, man, this video right here. So first, man, modern games, what I think about that. This is probably the reason why I'm back playing, revisiting NBA Live 2003. You know, back when they really made video games fun. Back then when basketball was actually good. Right now, basketball, even in real life, doesn't impress me at all. I feel like it's so fake. It's rigged a lot. You know what I mean? It's so much evidence of that the games is rigged, and we see how far betting has come along in today's gaming as well. And it's crazy how much money is made around NBA, even when it comes down to NBA 2K. Now, like, betting is so popular now. It's all about the money at the end of the day, you guys. You know, it's all about the money. And that's what to me is suffering from the real NBA and NBA 2K and NBA Live. I just truly feel that the NBA nowadays is, you see about 83s a game around that ballpark, something like that. Maybe between 60 and 80. You will see about 30 of them go in, if that, sometimes. And that's really about it. There's no defense involved, nothing. The people is breaking records and they really feeling like it's a big accomplishment. And you can visually, like, I'm 38, so maybe someone that is 19, they're not going to feel what I'm feeling because they wasn't around to see how basketball was actually played. You know, I played, rec ball, school ball. So the game, even back then, to comparing to today, is just so much different. When I see the high school kids of today world, I'm like, yo, what am I looking at? You know what I'm saying? It's definitely not the same. It's not the same. It's so different, man. It's crazy how different things are in today's world. And I mean, it is what it is. I mean, we can't argue about it. We got to move on. We got to push the needle forward. That's what people say, I guess. But I just can't do that for some things. Some things I just cannot accept. I'd rather go back and enjoy the good times, because in real life, you can't go back and just rewind time, but you can always go back and reminisce some of these old video games when they was still popular, when they was at its best. You can still go back and play these old games. And this is why I'm here with NBA Live 2003. My opinion, one of the best NBA Live games ever made. So great. It was definitely the soundtrack, you know what I'm saying? It was just a hype time, man. I played so much of this game, man. And 2K was out. I like 2K, but far as getting up here as a kid at the time, 2003, I wasn't a kid. I was a teenager then. So I was a teenager, about 16. So I was still playing NBA Live and having a blast. You know what I'm saying? 2003, like I said, I played so much of this game, yo. It was crazy. This was definitely one of the last lives I played a lot of. And revisiting this game is it's always great. It's always a good feeling. It's always a feeling like, because my mind, when I play this, I'm like, oh man, I'm not worried about the things that I'm worried about today. 2K, bringing simulation into the world of basketball gaming. I mean, it kind of hurt it in a little bit because you try to be realistic. You try to be sim, but the things that are in the game don't represent what you're trying to do. That's what makes it so frustrating at times, because the game allows you to do so much simulated things. But in reality, the game doesn't play like that. It doesn't give you what you expecting. And that's so frustrating with dealing with 2K. You know what I'm saying? Because the game is already simulated and you're not expecting some of these things to happen and they end up happening. That's just what it is with dealing with 2K. And it's a disappointment to the world of gaming, man. I really feel. So it's like I haven't played no 2K really. I haven't played NBA Live. I downloaded NBA Live the other day and I already deleted the shit. Like I just cannot play that game. I probably download that game probably 30 times maybe, man, and I delete it every damn time. You know what I'm saying? Because I'll be like, you know what? Let me go up here. Let me try NBA Live. Let me just get a taste of it. But that game just is trash. You know what I'm saying? That game is just awful, man. The game is so awful. NBA Live, all these old NBA Lives off PlayStation 2, those were the best games. I said it before, and I'm going to continue to say it again. Those was the last best days of NBA Live. NBA Live have not been great ever since the PlayStation 2 days. And so I mean, but we can still go back and put I'll say about Live 08, maybe 9 on the PlayStation 2, maybe was good. But I know Live 2006 was good on the PlayStation 2. Was it good on the new gen? I mean, on Xbox 360 at the time. So I feel like the last games to be ever, whatever the last NBA Live is, was the last good NBA Live game. And I feel like I think I played Live not 09, and I really feel like they let off the clutch a lot. Like with gameplay and stuff like that, it was just, I felt like Live 09 on the PS2, I feel like was almost like, look, y'all, you need to just go ahead and get you need to go ahead and get the Xbox 360 or the PlayStation 3 because you know we're not going to be making this game too much longer. It's kind of like that. That's what I got from NBA Live 09 when I played that. It was like the end of it. So I say about 2008 was the last best NBA Live. I mean, it don't seem like a long time ago, but it is. You know what I'm saying? It is. You know, a lot of people was doing different things. We had different lives back in 2008. You know what I mean? So now it's just gaming is just so it's so different, you guys. And that's gonna lead me into NBA Live 25. I really don't know what to say about that game. Me personally, I think NBA Live is dead. I really don't think they're coming out with another game. I really don't think I don't see the point in it. Because you had your chances. You had your opportunities. Now, yes, hey, we need another basketball game. I'm with that. But I just don't think EA Sports can do it. We done been through 2 generations of gaming that they did not put it together. Then you strip away the dev team. So who's been working on the game? Like, what have you been doing? Because the last NBA Live you guys came out in 2018. This is 2024, you guys, if you haven't noticed. You know what I'm saying? This is 6 years later. And we have no news about NBA Live. You know, a lot of us joked about it. Prime and my man Swaggy P. Shout out to Swaggy P, man. One of the stand-up dudes in the NBA Live community. You know, I miss the community insights, man. I would love to have one. I would love to have a community insight, you know, just to get the guys back together, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like we all older now. We may still, we're going to have disagreements over the game. We're going to, like, who gives a fuck about that at this point? Like, it is what it is. If you go back and look at it now, you'll fucking laugh. Like, those days were just funny, you know, with Paragon was around and doing all those RIP little spaz. I still can't believe my man is gone. Like, that shit is still haven't registered, man. That shit crazy, bro. But man, I wouldn't trade those days in for nothing. Those was the best times. And now those days seem like it's gone because there's no NBA Live right now. Definitely when NBA Live come out, you're definitely going to see a lot of guys back talking about the game. But, you know, it's really like, hey, man, you know, what are you going to do, EA? You know, there's really no community that's being social about this. There's nobody talking about it. Everybody, to me, I think it has accepted the fact that NBA Live is not around. So I feel like people has just accepted it. You know what I'm saying? No one's talking about it. Everybody's saying we want another basketball game, but nobody's on Twitter putting, the developers in check, putting EA Sports in check and letting them know that we need another NBA Live. Like, it's not trending. Make this shit trend. They will make a game, but no one's talking about it. No one wants it that bad. You know what I'm saying? No one wants it. So it's like, what's the point of making videos or talking about or trying to get people to do things that they should already be doing? A lot of people hated my comments throughout the years. They hated things that I said about NBA Live. I definitely was right about it. As you can see now, your boy was right. NBA Live is not around and the fanboys are not either. And that's fine. I understand that. But just know that I was on point about it. A lot of people may not liked it, but it is what it is. I was definitely on point about a lot of things that I said that was going on with the game, and it's not here. It's not out. No one's talking about it. The community is not back in this game. A lot of people was mad at me because I was very vocal about the game. They was mad. You know what I mean? And you see the results, man. You see that NBA Live is not out. I doubt it even comes back out. I mean, after 5 years, man, like, that's my limit. I'm like, yo, look, if y'all ain't made a game by now, it's like, what's your point of coming back out? Like, how are you going to make your money back for investing in this game? Like, what is your plan? Because you don't want to lose money, obviously. So what are you going to do that's different? Like, what are y'all doing? You know what I mean? Like, we don't know anything. I feel like the fans are in the dark, and EA Sports have a reputation of doing things like this. Just going in the dark, not letting people know nothing. And they could be working the whole time. But I feel like your marketing strategy is so outdated because you want people to be on edge. You don't want things to be a secret. Because I'm for sure, if it's another NBA Live coming out, I'm for sure that 2K knows about it. You're not going to do nothing just in secret and just come out, boom, NBA Live is out without 2K knowing about this. 2K is going to know whether you're coming out or not. So I feel like leave the fans with hope. Leave the fans with something to anticipate for. But because without that, what do we have? Like, what type of hype we're going to have for a game that we don't even know is going to come out? We don't even know nothing. Nobody said anything. It's a college football game coming out. Nothing about basketball. It's like they're running from basketball. So I don't know. I mean, maybe they will end up going the college route, but I'm not saying that's not going to be fun because they had success. Like, their last successful game was like March Madness. I think March Madness always been, a popular title. And I feel like, to be honest, man, I feel like that would do good. Maybe they're waiting on that. Maybe they're developing a college game. Y'all let me know that what y'all think about that in the comment section below. But maybe they're putting together some type of college game. And that won't be a bad idea, but man, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? I want an NBA game. You know what I mean? I want to go back to this right here. If you're gonna bring one, bring it all. Just like back in the day, it both had damn near the same gameplay. You know what I mean? That's what you did before. I don't care. Just put out another game that can compete with 2K. Because it's got to be something better than 2K. Like, come on, man. Like, I can't play it. I bought 24. I tried to get into a lot of competitive gaming online. It's just, the game just not good to me, man. And that's crazy because I spent so many hours, so much time. But 2K have not been good to me since Xbox 360. Those were the end days for me. That's when things changed. They wanted to make a my player. They left the NBA alone. They really took a lot of things they had in the game that made the game like a simulation feel. They took a lot of that out of the game. And they made it, they really want to make this game for everyone to play. And when you got to make the game for everyone to play, then you dumb the game down to make sure that everyone can play. And to me, that is just an awful strategy. Awful strategy. This is just awful. And it is what it is. You know, we're left with this. We're left with nothing. And that's what I think about the future of NBA Live. That's why I go back, way back, and I play the PlayStation NBA Lives, because those was the best games. Those was the last best games, and it's been that long before. NBA Live 10 is not the best game. NBA Live 9 have so many. Both of those games have issues. You know, those games was not right. These animations in these old NBA Lives on the PlayStations are better than any game from the 360 and on the Xbox One or the PS3, PS4. Like, you just look at them. The animations are way better. The jump shots are way better. I mean, the movement of the players are even better. And that's crazy that you got to go back to PlayStation days in order to see what NBA Live really was. But this made NBA Live popping. This what made them popping. That's why this was the game. Go back to 2003, man. This was the game. This was the hype. Like, people wasn't really talking about 2K like that. We know it was another game out, but I mean, yo, they came hard around this time. This is when EA Sports was on their shit. But now they're not. They've been in the dark for a long time. And as far as I care, man, they can stay in the dark. I'm gonna play these older games, and I'm gonna enjoy them. I'm tired of the microtransactions from 2K. I'm tired of all what the modern game stuff have for me anyway. I'm good with just playing, you know, Call of Duty. I mean, Battlefield, stuff like that online. Playing a lot of adventure games now. So, you know, my whole gaming has been a little different lately. It's not been just based around basketball games. You know what I mean? So it's been definitely a big change, man. And I have some more content coming, you know, for sure. We definitely putting together a lot of new different things coming to the channel. So we're just going to switch some things up and do things a little bit more different because, you know, life, man, things change. You open up your eyes and you just see things for what it is. And, you know, one thing about me is that I don't follow the crowd. I try to be different. So I don't care who else is doing PlayStation 2 content or whatever. Like me, I don't care. I do what makes me comfortable, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? I don't follow crowds, so it is what it is. But I'm out of here, you guys. Next video will be dropping soon, so subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications, man, because your boy's back posting some content. And yo, enjoy the new ride. It's your boy Re-Up, keeping it real, raw, and 100. I'm out of here. You guys stay safe. Peace out.